Good morning to everyone. At this time, I'd like to call this special call meeting to order. Clerk Barger, if you will, call the roll, please.
Master Bodkin.
Here.
Master Tudor.
Here.
Master Barger.
Here.
Master Combs.
Here.
Judge Taylor.
Here. At this time, this special call meeting is to approve the Deputy Judge Executive's rate of pay. And I'm very, very excited for this county and the opportunity that we have to get such an experienced leader of my administration for this next 4 years. Her experience speaks for itself. The level and the direction that we can take this county, I'm very excited about. So at this time, I would like to get a motion of the approval of the Deputy Judge Executive's rate of pay.
So moved.
We have a motion. Can I have a second?
Second.
At this time, we'll have any kind of discussion.
Well, I have a few things I'd like to say. I'm sure Carlene can do a good job. There's no question about that. But I just think the total package, $102,000, is just way too high. I'm sure she probably could work up to that. Our other deputy judge started out at 20 and worked there 21 years, and she was drawn, I think, the upper 60s. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I just think that's too much. I don't have a problem with 50, 55. Is there any negotiations in this, or is it just cut deal, or what?
Pretty much is the way it is.
So no negotiations in any way? Will this be a probationary period, or?
No, it's a full-time position.
But no.
There's no temporary. It's not. It's not
I mean temporary. But will she be on probation?
What would be the reason for probation?
Everybody we've ever hired, we've had on probation.
I don't know if anybody's ever hired. I mean, I know there's some of them that I have heard that we put them on probation, but I don't know about all of them. Some of them was hired and I didn't even know it.
I can't speak for that.
I can, because I've been asked before. When did they start to work? Been to work 2 weeks and I didn't know it.
Well, I can't speak for that, but my personal opinion is, I just think it's too much money. If she stays here 4 years, she'll be drawing more money than you make. And I just feel like I've talked to a lot of surrounding counties. A lot of them don't even have deputy judge executives. But tell me this, what executive powers does the deputy judge have?
I'm gonna read what the statute says.
Okay.
The deputy judge executive statutory role is outlined in KRS 67.711, stating the deputy county judge executive may exercise all administrative powers, duties, and responsibilities of that office, and may assume such other responsibilities as shall be prescribed in the administrative code of the county. Except that of the deputy county judge executive shall not act for the county judge executive as a member or presiding officer of the fiscal court. The Madison County Fiscal Court will utilize the deputy county judge executive role as chief operating officer for the county. So the short of it, she has all the administrative powers that I have. You know, we have
Hiring and firing?
not in,
So she don't have all the powers you got then,
well, the fiscal court hires and fires.
but you can fire. So she doesn't have those powers, but that's immaterial. My point is that I just think it's way too much. I've talked to a lot of educators here in this county, and I guess if you put them all together and divide them by the number, whether it be 100, 200, or whatever, they make about half that. Someone won't even make half. I don't know if anybody ever started out $102,000 a year to start. Now, I'm not saying she's not qualified. I think she's very competent. I think she can do the job. But I just think it's too much money, and that's my opinion only.
Well, can I speak?
Mhm.
$69,000 something dollars is what the deputy judge was making that left
21 years, yes,
after 21 years.
that's correct.
You can't hire somebody now what you paid them 21 years ago. We got to talk about today.
We're Hard Road Department, same pay we did years ago.
I mean, Leroy was making what he's making when he
I
left, when
didn't
he
say
come here.
Leroy, I said Road Department employees.
Oh, okay, road department employees, nothing. Yeah.
Firemen, same way.
Yeah.
EMS, same way.
But what about your department heads?
I'm not talking about department
Okay,
head.
we're not talking about a road department employee either. We're talking about somebody that's second in line in the county. But anyway, that being said, I don't know how much Larry knows about Colleen, but I've known her for a few years. And I've known her in 2 or 3 different positions that she's held besides the ones that I read on her resume, which I didn't bring with me, but I didn't need to. Colleen is top-notch, always has been. That don't mean that she knows anything about this job. But
She'll learn.
That's right. But I've never seen her go into anything that she didn't improve it. And if a mistake was made, they corrected it. But, you know, that don't mean that somebody else can't do the job. But I know Colleen, I know her personally. She's not a friend of mine that I'm trying to get a job for, because I was tickled to death when I heard that he was trying to hire her, because I didn't think we could get her. But all I can say is, and I've told some of the other magistrates this when they was concerned about the money that we was paying. But I'm not going to hire a $50,000 employee when I can pay good money and know I can get somebody that can do the job.
I don't question her ability whatsoever. I never have. I never will. I question the salary. I just think it's excessive. And when you mention a resume, as of today, I still don't have one. I know all the other masters do, but I don't.
You weren't offered the opportunity to meet with her?
Yes, sir, I was, and I'm gonna comment about that. But I don't remember exactly the date, but you stated in the papers I failed to show it. Did I not call you at 3 o'clock and our scheduled meeting was at 6 and tell you I wouldn't be there, my dad was having surgery?
No, you did not.
Yes, sir, I did.
No, you told me that morning at the fiscal court meeting right here, and you told me that your sister was coming in town to celebrate Thanksgiving.
That's correct, and my dad was having surgery.
Well, you didn't call me at 3 o'clock, and I didn't know your dad was having surgery.
And then you said you would call me back, but you didn't call me back. That's immaterial, Reagan. I don't want to get in a spitting contest with you, and I don't want to start off this way, but it looks like we already have. But you have not called me. You didn't call my cell number. You didn't call my home number. I have an answering machine on both. You said you called. You didn't. So let's leave it at that. I don't want to get in a spitting contest.
Yeah. At this point, one of the things that I want to point out is that we can talk about the past all we want to, but I'm looking for the future, and some of the ways that I have justified the rate of pay is at what Colleen brings to the table. If you compare some salaries of mine and hers versus the past administration, there's a little over a $5,000 savings. We also have the opportunity, and it's already been done, to lessen our staff by 1, which is another savings of about $39,000. So, you know, we can talk about her salary, but with what she's bringing to the table, it's already a savings of somewhere around $45,000. And I'm very excited about that. Those are the kind of decisions that I want to make of what is best for this community, what is best for the direction that our county is going to be going in. And I'm very excited about Colleen's leadership, very excited about working with this fiscal court. At this time, if there's no more discussion.
I'd like to say a few things.
Yep,
Reagan.
sure.
I met with Colleen, Miss Cheney. I've got a copy of her resume right here. It's outstanding. Couldn't ask for a better resume. I think she'd do a wonderful job for the county. she'd be a great asset for you. With that being said, I've asked, was her salary negotiable, and I was told it was not. $77,500 plus a $25,000 benefit package sounds a little excessive to me. Your salary is going to be less than the current judge was because you're new and coming in. I feel like the deputy judge should be not any more than the current deputy judge that we had. So actually, the magistrates only make $27,600 starting, but I didn't take this job for the money. I took it to help the county, and I think that's the reason they want me here on this fiscal board. I just can't approve of, and I don't think the taxpayers would approve of starting someone at $77,000 plus $25,000 benefit package. I'd love to have her. I'd love to hire her at less money, but as far as the salary, my vote would be no.
Thank you.
Well, I also had the opportunity to speak with Ms. Cheney and the judge, and I also have a copy of her resume, and I had the opportunity to go over it and review it and ask questions about that, and I personally was impressed. I like everyone else has said, I wasn't thrilled about $77,000 initially, but all I had seen was her name. I hadn't had the opportunity to look at her qualifications. And her qualifications and the type of individual that we have the opportunity to bring to the county, quite frankly, just excited me. And it's well worth the $8,000. Now, there's been a lot said today about salary being $102,000. $25,000 of that is a wash. The $25,000 of that is a benefit package that every single one of us would have gotten, at least the judge and the deputy. So that part of it, what we're talking about is $8,000. She well brings more than $8,000 to the county. I think that just in some of the things that I campaigned on, and I look forward to having the opportunity possibly to work with her, that she's had experience with the Kentucky League of Cities. She's worked for a governor. She's worked at the Secretary of the State. She's worked for Congressman Andy Barr. She knows the routes that we need to take to get things done. We lost a lot of experience in this last election. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to utilizing her knowledge if we hire.
Thank you. At this time, I would like to invite anybody in the audience that would like to comment on this decision that we have today. Feel free to come up if you've signed in. This time, discussion is closed. At this time, I would like to ask Clerk Barger to call the roll, please.
Magistrate Bodkin?
Yes.
Magistrate Tudor?
No.
Magistrate Barger?
Yes.
Magistrate Combs?
No.
Judge Taylor?
Yes. At this time, we move on to approval of the judge executive bond. There's a statute that reads that every county judge executive has to have a $10,000 bond. And at this time, I would like the approval of the court to approve the bond.
So approved. So moved.
Second?
Second.
Magistrate Tudor?
Yes.
Magistrate Barger?
Yes.
Magistrate Combs?
Yes.
Judge Taylor?
Yes. Next thing on the agenda is judge's report. Don't really have a whole lot. I've been in office about an hour and 15 minutes, or hour and 45 minutes so far. But I am very honored, very excited to work for the taxpayers of Madison County. Can't wait to see what we bring to the table. Look forward to working with this court, magistrates, clerk, sheriffs, jailers, the custodians. I mean, just can't wait to see what changes that we can do to improve our county government and this county. Our next court date is next Tuesday, January 13th, in Berea, and it'll be at 9:30 down at the municipal building in Berea. So looking forward to that. It's our first one. So at this time, I would like to get a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Call the roll.
Magistrate Bodkin?
Yes.
Magistrate Tudor?
Yes.
Magistrate Barger?
Yes.
Magistrate Combs?
Yes.
Judge Clark?
Yes.
Judge Taylor? Almost made it out.
It's all right. Yes.
Almost made it out.